What is up? We are going live, y'all. What is up? I'm feeling pretty pumped up today. So you're gonna feel some of that energy through the screen for now, because we will be back eventually, hopefully June 1st. That is the plan right now. Yeah, I'm excited to flow here with y'all. Feeling pretty good today. This is gonna be my last flow for this week. And we have one more week of teaching online. And then bam, hopefully I'll see all the beautiful faces here in the studio. But that'll come with time. If this is your first time taking my flow, my name is Marcos. Nice to meet you. Well, somewhat happy to meet you. I am Yogi on the Bars on Instagram. If you want to go check out a playlist, I have one in my bio. Yeah, feel free to go check it out. But yeah, we have to wait 3 minutes so I can update the video on the Black Swan Yoga website. So we'll be here shortly, but don't worry, we will get started. I started kicking butt, getting ready for that Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, I'm excited, y'all. Might throw in some dolphins here and there, you know. Throw in some dolphin poses, maybe a forearm stand, who knows? Couldn't tell you how thrilled I am to be teaching in real life once again. Well, I mean, this is real life, right? But I guess in person. All right, we got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Yeah, we get started here shortly. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. And no, I'm not drinking pre-workout. I did work out earlier though, and I'm just reusing the container for some water. Yeah, we're gonna have a different type of flow than what I normally teach, just because I'm exploring different styles right now. Trying to get ready for whenever. Yeah, just want to test things out. So today will be a fun little flow. We have 15 more seconds here before we can go live. Yeah, if you have any requests for next week's flow, or if there's anything in particular you want to work on, just let me know. Just shoot me a message, and I'd be happy to help you on your journey. Let me check this time, see if I can get started now. Oh, sweet, we hit the 3 minute mark. All right, so I'm gonna go update. Hope you're having a good day today. Well, once again, my name is Marcos. Make sure that we're up and live. Yeah, we are. Sweet. Yeah, so today's gonna be a power flow day. Means we're gonna go hard in the paint, but it will be accessible to all levels. I will be offering all the modifications, and we'll get started in child's pose today. Separating the knees out, bringing the toes together here. Then we're gonna send our glutes to the back, beginning to walk the palms out, allowing the forehead to meet the floor. And really allowing the weight of your own body to sink a little bit closer to your mat. Not allowing any stress to hold you back. Letting go of all the tension. Beginning to feel the support of the ground. Allowing yourself to just be in the pose here. Just focusing in on your breath. And during this time, I want to talk about the hummingbird. The hummingbird lived in between these two houses. One house belonged to a guy that worked at a bar. He would come home really late at night, and this hummingbird would frustrate him. He would get really mad, wouldn't be able to go to sleep, would go outside, really mad at this bird, cussing the bird out. But however, the other neighbor was inspired by this bird. He would actually go outside to view it and to hear the song live. He would write, he would draw, he would be inspired by the song that this creature was singing. However, the bird has no idea how the neighbors feel, how these humans feel. The bird just continues to sing its song. And I want you to realize that you can sing your song too. You can be that bird. You can live your own life. This is your flow. These are all the choices that you make. And no matter what anybody else thinks, remember that this is your life. We'll begin to bring awareness to the breath once again. Taking a deep inhale through the nasal. Exhaling and letting that shit go. Take another deep inhale, thinking of something very positive that happened to you today or yesterday. And then on your exhale, letting anything that might have disturbed you go. Understanding that the power of the breath is a very beautiful thing. Taking another deep inhale, bringing in all the energy you can for 3, 2, 1, open mouth, exhale. Now we'll switch to our Ujjayi breath, ocean-like sounding breath. Taking a deep inhale through your nasal for 3, 2, 1, exhaling out the nasal as well. We'll take one more together just like that. Take a deep inhale through your nasal. Feeling the chest expand. And then exhaling out the nasal. Nice. Now try to continue that breath on your own throughout today's practice. Inhaling through the nasal and exhaling out. And we'll get that right palm and we're going to swing it underneath. We're threading it through the left arm, extending that right palm under, pressing the palm down on the floor, allowing the forehead to meet the floor here. Getting that nice shoulder stretch, getting ready for today's craziness. We're really applying pressure with all the fingertips on that right palm that's extended to the side. Option to wrap the free arm around the lower back and begin to press the top part of the palm down. Feeling that nice stretch in the shoulder here. Then we'll plant the left palm down. Taking a deep inhale, pointing the right fingertips back up to the sky. And we'll place it back down. Now we'll take it over to the other side. On your next inhale, swinging the left palm through the right arm that's extended forward. Sending those left fingertips as far to the right as you can, getting that nice shoulder stretch. Once again, focusing on the breath. Letting go of all that tension that you have built up. One exhale at a time. We'll plant the right palm underneath the right shoulder. Taking a deep inhale, sending those left fingertips up to the sky. And on the exhale, planting it back down. Then we'll crisscross the feet. Sending our weight to the back, coming down on our glutes. We'll extend the feet forward and we'll bring the right knee into the chest. Giving yourself a tight squeeze. Maybe you take some ankle rolls here. Maybe this quarantine got you running a lot, because I noticed I've been seeing a lot of people running with my feet, including me. Got to keep that mind busy somehow, right? All right, we'll begin to extend the right foot forward, bringing the left knee back in. Taking those ankle rolls, if you took them on the other side. Going in both directions. Then we're going to give ourselves a good morning stretch, extending our body as far out as we can. And then we're going to interlace our fingertips behind our head, and we're going to bring the left knee in to meet the right elbow to crunch. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, crunch. Taking a few more rounds on your own. Beginning to do bicycle kicks, riding that bike along the way. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back into the chest. Extend the feet out to the sky. And then both fingertips are going to tap. And then we're going to extend and touch the toes. If we can, getting the shoulders off the floor, and then coming back down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And we're going to interlace the fingertips behind the head once again as we extend the feet forward. Exhale, crunch. For 10, 9, 8. You can do it. You got this. 7. We're in this together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Then we'll begin to take some mini rocks on our mat. Having a little bit of fun with these rocks. And then we'll meet in high boat, extending both feet out. Proud chest, fingertips up to the sky. Compressing in as much as you can here. Pointing those toes up, chin up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo! I'm feeling that. We're going to place the palms right by the hips. Fingertips are facing back. And then we're going to press down with the palms. Both feet are completely flat on the floor, extending the hips up to the sky for a reverse plank. And holding it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good work. We're going to cross our ankles out here. And we're going to shift our weight to the front. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the waist. Then we're going to take a few shoulder rotations. Going to the right, going forward, going to the left, and then continuing this movement on your own. Then we'll go to the other side, really squeezing the ground down with the fingertips here, keeping that active engagement, moving with intention here, rather than just being on autopilot all the time. See how much awareness you can bring to the present. Maybe you flip your wrist, doing whatever movement feels organic to you, getting a little crazy here. And then we'll take a deep inhale. We're going to extend the left foot to the back as we extend the right fingertips to the front. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds, lengthen. Bring it back in. Inhale. And on the exhale, this time placing the palm down. We still have that left foot lifted. And then on our inhale, we're going to swing the left heel up to the sky as we drop the belly button. Chin goes up as high as you can. And then on the exhale, bring the knee in to the forehead. Taking a few more rounds on your own. Really warming up that spine. And we'll take 2 more rounds of breath here. Last one. And we'll swing that left foot on the outside part, placing it on the edge of the foot, the big toe edge, and then we'll send our weight to the back, walking the fingertips forward. Child's pose with 1 foot out. Really allowing the weight to sink your left hip. Then we'll place the right palm on the outside part of the right knee. Extending the fingertips to the back right corner, setting up for gate pose. So you want to think wild thing with your shoulder, opening up that shoulder as much as you can. And we'll place both palms down on the floor, swinging that left foot on the outside part of the left palm, taking a deep inhale, dropping the belly button, gaze goes up. Exhaling. Taking a few more rounds on your own. Getting that spine nice and warm. And on your next exhale, shifting your weight to the back for half splits. Both fingertips are framing the left foot, walking the fingertips out. Then we'll walk both fingertips over to the side. And we'll bring it back forward, setting up for tabletop position. This time we're going to take it over to the other side. So sending those left fingertips forward this time, right toes to the back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen. Bring it back in. We got 2 more rounds. We're going to take a deep inhale, bring that heel up to the sky, dropping the belly button down. And on your exhale, crunching it in, knee to the forearm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bringing it in. Taking a few more rounds on your own, once again. Same routine that we did on the other side, you got this. Two more rounds. And on your exhale, swinging that right foot on the outside part. And then setting up for child's pose with 1 foot out. So we have our right foot extended out to the side. Then we're going to shift our glutes to the back. Getting those hips nice and ready for today. Talking about today's flow. If you thought I was referring to anything else, get your mind out the gutter, y'all. Then we'll place the left palm on the outside part of the left knee, extending the hips forward, setting up for gate pose. So we have our glutes engaged, our hips are forward, and we're gonna open up that shoulder as much as we can. Gaze is gonna follow the fingertips. And we'll place both palms down. And then we'll swing that right foot on the outside part of the right palm, taking a deep inhale, dropping the belly button, gaze goes up. Exhaling. Taking a few more rounds of breath on your own, doing whatever movement feels organic to you. We got one more round of breath. And on your exhale, extend the foot a little bit to the front as you shift your weight to the back, setting up for half splits, making sure that you're pointing those toes to your face here, getting that nice stretch. Feeling it in your hamstrings. Then begin to walk the fingertips out to the side for that IT band stretch. Then we'll place both palms in the front, swinging that right knee next to the left knee. And we're gonna flip our toes, so now we're gonna lift our knees off the floor. And if you know me, you know how much I love turbo dog. So engage those scapulas. And if you don't know what your scapulas are, I want you to engage your tiger muscles. Think of a tiger, those back shoulder muscles that tigers got? Yeah, you got them too. So squeeze those scapulas, engage those tiger muscles, squeeze that belly button into the lower spine, and we're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, you got this, we're strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is your first downward facing dog of the day, so pedal out the feet, switching the heels closer to the floor, allowing the head to sink in between the shoulders here, pressing the palms down, pressing the ground away, sending the top half of your body towards your thighs. Then we'll begin to bend both knees slightly as we lift the heels, and then we're going to send the heels over to the right. See if you can get that right hip towards the floor here. I know we'll take it over to the other side. Heels are still lifted. Allow the heels to drift to the left. And then sending that left hip towards the floor. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, wave-like motion. Straight arm plank. You want to get wavier with each round. Yes, that means we're going to do a few more. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, get away to your straight arm plank. Squeezing those fingertips down on the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, straight arm plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got one more, you got this. Inhale, wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Now we're gonna bend our elbows for a low plank. We're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, you got it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we're almost there, 2, 1, release. Whew, good work, y'all. Now we're gonna take a deep inhale, press with the top parts of your feet down on the fingertips, chin goes up to the sky for baby cobra. Using all your lower back muscles here, and release. Taking another deep inhale, baby cobra. Exhale. Now we're gonna send our fingertips to the back, and then we're gonna fly for lotus pose. So taking a deep inhale, heels come up, pull the shoulder blades back here, raising the fingertips off the floor. Can you bring those shoulders back a little bit more, chin up to the sky? We're here for 6, 5, flying through the sky, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly release. Now we're gonna raise our heels up and then sway the heels to the left and then to the right, getting that nice counter stretch. And we'll place the toes down. Plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Deep inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. And on the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky, mountain pose. Big twist to the right. Making sure that you have that right hip engaged to the front here. Taking a deep inhale, bringing it back up, fingers to the sky. And on your exhale, taking it over to the other side. Deep inhale, fingertips back up. Exhale, elbows hug the ribs here. Mini back bend. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms down, travel the feet to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky, mountain pose, open twist to the right. Bring it back up. Open twist to the left. Fingertips back up to the sky. Now elbows hug the ribs once again, mini back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, travel the feet to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. We'll float through one more time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees. And on the exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the right. Bring it back up. Open twist to the left. Back up to the sky. Elbows hug the ribs, mini back bend. Back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and travel the feet to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. And on the exhale, maybe you challenge yourself and take a hop to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. This time we're clapping the palms together. And then making sure that you have your chest tucked in, ribs are tucked in underneath your chest. Fingertips are fully lengthened as much as you can here. Lengthening out, allowing the head to be in the shoulders, in between the shoulders. And we're going to hinge out our hips to the left as we point our fingertips towards the right here. And we're going to begin to shoot out that energy through our fingertips out to the side for 10. Pulsing the fingertips. 9, 8, you're only moving your palms here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms are still pressed together. Bring a lot of energy in between these palms here. And then we're going to hinge our hips out to the right, sending our fingertips to the left corner, beginning to shoot that energy out to the left this time for 10, 9, 8, 7, you got it, you can do it, 6, 5, 4, we're almost there, 3, 2, 1, keep the palms together. I know the shoulders are burning because my shoulders are burning. Today was actually shoulder day, so this is burning a lot. We're going to send the fingertips up to the sky this time for 10, 9, tuck the ribs underneath the chest, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the palms are going to hug the elbows. Here we go. We're going to be strong today. Send the sit bone towards the ground here. Setting up for chair pose. Tucking in the ribs. Making sure that you can see your toes here. So we're in a chair pose, except this time we have a funky bind on the top. Then we'll slowly release our fingertips back up. And we're going to swipe the fingertips over to the side as we send our chin over towards the floor. For tumbling tree, raising those heels up as high as you can here. Inhale, bring it back up, chair pose. Exhale, tumbling tree. Raising those heels up as high as you can, squeezing the legs together here. Woo. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, tumbling tree. Inhale all the way back up, mountain pose. And on the exhale, back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms down and travel the feet to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. And on the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the right side. Big step with the left foot to the back. Exalted warrior. Right palm plants on the back left thigh. Left fingertips graze the ceiling here. Shining that chest forward. Making sure that back leg is fully extended here. Keeping a bend in the front leg. Really bringing awareness to the body here. Gaze follows the fingertips. Then we'll windmill the left palm down as the back leg lifts for a revolved half moon. Keeping both legs fully engaged here. Having a mini bend in the standing leg. And then raising that heel up as high as you can, that's floating. Option to bring your gaze to your fingertips. And then we'll meet in crescent lunge. So floating foot plants in the back. We have a 90-degree bend in our front leg right here. Our back leg is going to be fully extended, fully pressing down, separating the center of the mat. Fingertips all the way up, tucking the ribs into the chest, underneath the chest here. Then we're going to drop the back knee a little bit closer to the floor for a double lunge. Keeping that active engagement here. I know the legs are burning, but I'm right here with you. Connecting to that breath and realizing that you can get through anything. All you have to do is breathe. And remember that intention, what brought you here on your mat. Beating that voice in your head that's telling you you can't do it. And now we're going to swing the fingertips to the back here. Then shift your weight a little bit more forward. And yeah, you already know where we're going. Warrior 3. Raising that left heel up. And then we'll meet in standing splits. Option to place the palms down right here. Or option to grab that calf, raising that left heel up as high as you can. Then we'll plant both palms down. Now we're going to take a mini hop to the back for three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the left side. Big step with the right foot to the back. Exalted warrior. Left palm plants on the back thigh. Right fingertips go all the way up. Gaze follows. Remember, you want to lengthen from that back leg here. Keeping that bend in the front leg. Then windmill the right palm down as the back leg lifts for a revolved half moon. Whoop. Raising that heel up as high as you can here. Then we'll meet in crescent lunge. Floating foot plants. Back leg is fully engaged. You're keeping that bend in the front leg. Separating the center of the mat once again. Really bringing intention to the pose here. And then we'll begin to drop the extended knee a little bit closer to the floor for double lunge. And swiping the fingertips to the back. Sending the crown of the head to the front. Staying grounded, not flying yet. We're going to fly in 3, 2, 1, take off. Woo. Slow and in control. Having a proud chest here, raising that right heel up a little bit higher. Finding that breath, finding that drishti. And we'll meet in standing splits, raising that right heel up as high as you can. Plant both palms down. Taking a mini hop to the back for downward facing dog. Deep inhale, wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees, and on the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. We got a few more movements to that floor and go a little bit faster. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the right side. Big step with the left foot to the back, exalted warrior. We've been here before. Revolved half moon. Finding that balance here. Opening up that chest as much as you can to the right as you raise that left heel up. And we'll meet in crescent lunge. Back leg is fully extended. Bending into that front leg. Then we'll meet in double lunge. Bending that back knee a little bit closer to the floor. Feeling that burn and identifying and knowing that you can get through it. Then swipe the fingertips towards the back. Sending the chest forward. Back leg lifts, warrior 3. And so we're going to change it up just a slight bit. And we'll meet in warrior 2. Making sure that your heels are aligned here. Back toes are pointing to the left. Arms are fully extended like two people are pulling you apart because they equally love you. But you live with them because you don't want to hug anybody else with this corona, right? Alright, so we're going to bend a little bit more into that knee. We're really pressing down with the outer edge of the left foot here. Then we're going to ride the wave to the back Skandasana. Proud chest. And as we go back, we're going to ride the wave back. And we're going to take a mini step to the front with the left foot, setting up for pyramid pose. So both toes, set of toes are pointing to the front. Having a mini bend in the front one. Both palms are planted down. Then we'll take a mini step, we'll take a step to the back for downward facing dog. Inhale, wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees, and on the exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the left side. Exalted warrior, right foot steps back. And cartwheel the hands down, revolve half moon. Opening up that twist as much as you can to the left. Floating foot planks for crescent lunge. Finding that engagement in the legs as we begin to bend that back knee closer to the floor. And we'll swipe the fingertips to the back. As we land, as we send the top part of the crown to the front, and our back leg's gonna lift, warrior 3. Floating foot plants for warrior 2. Making sure that those back toes are pointing to the right, pressing down with the outer edge of the foot, separating the fingertips as far as you can from each other. Then we'll ride the wave to the back, Skandasana. Proud chest, both heels are fully planted here. Then we'll ride the wave to the back, and we'll take a mini step to the front with the back leg. Both toes are pointing forward. Pyramid pose. Getting that nice stretch here. Then we'll step our left foot to the back for downward facing dog. Inhale, wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time going through the flow, let's get it, y'all. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees on the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky, open twist to the right side. Big step to the left, foot to the back, exalted warrior. Revolved half moon. Crescent lunge. Back leg fully extended. Begin to bend the back knee a little bit more. Then we'll swipe the fingertips to the back. Warrior 3. Floating foot plants for warrior 2. And we'll ride the wave once again, Skandasana. Bring it back to the front. For pyramid pose, stepping that back foot a little bit to the front. Both set of toes are facing forward. Then we're going to add a little bit more here. Beginning to bend into that front knee as our left palm plants. And we step that back foot a little bit more for easy twist. Getting that nice twist action here. Then we'll bring it over for horizon lunge, going to the pinky edges of the feet. And we'll take a big step with that right foot to the back for wild thing. Right foot steps on the other side of the left foot. Pressing the feet down, raising the hips up as high as you can. Right palm plants, inhale, three-legged dog. Swing the foot through for fallen triangle. Opening up the chest as much as you can. Left palm plants. Option, take a few crossbody push-ups if you want it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot in between the palms. Back leg lifts for one-legged mountain. Both palms are on the waist. And we're going to begin to extend that foot forward. And I'm pulsing the toes up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we begin to bring that left heel into the glute. As our left fingertips grab the inside part of the left ankle. We'll send our right fingertips to the front. Then we'll begin to kick that bind out. So you want to kick and pull at the same time, using those right fingertips to find your balance here. Then we'll release for standing splits. Both palms planted down on the floor here. Option to take some handstand hops. Yep, that's right, I said handstand hops. If it's in your practice. Sometimes you get lucky and you land that handstand. Woo! Alright, then we'll take a mini hop to the back. Downward facing dog. Wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last round through, let's get it. Y'all deep inhale, begin to bend the knees on the exhale, travel the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Open twist to the left side. Big step with the right foot to the back, exalted warrior. Revolved half moon, right palm plants. Back leg lifts up. Floating foot plants for crescent lunge. Back leg is fully extended for the time being until we begin to bend it for double lunge. And we'll swipe the fingertips to the back, sending our head forward. Back leg lifts off for warrior 3. And the floating foot's going to plant down for warrior 2. Both heels are aligned here. Extending the arms out as much as you can. Then we'll ride the wave to the back Skandasana. Riding it all the way back, taking a mini step to the front with the back leg for pyramid pose. Then we'll begin to bend that front knee, planting the right palm down, taking that mini step to the back with the back foot, left fingertips up to the sky, easy twist. horizon lunge, going to the pinky edges of the feet. Then we'll step that left foot on the other side of the right leg for Wild Thing. Raising the hips up as high as you can here. Left palm plants the left foot. Raises for three-legged dog. Exhale, threading it through. For fallen triangle. Lifting the right palm up, gaze follows. Then we'll plant the right palm down. Taking as many crossbody push-ups as you did on the other side. I believe I did 3. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot in between the palms. Begin to bring the knee into the chest. We're almost there, y'all. We got this. Let's go. Palms are on the outside part of the waist. Beginning to pulse up for 6. Woo. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Nice. We'll begin to bring the right heel into the glute. So the right fingertips grab the inside part of the right ankle. Then we'll send our left fingertips out to the front for dancer pose. Opening up that chest to the front, to the world, as we kick and pull at the same time. Finding that connection with the breath. Then we'll release our bind. Then we'll meet the standing splits. Both palms are planted. Option to take handstand hops if you did on the other side. Maybe you try something new today. Ooh. It's not always going to be pretty. Then we'll take a mini hop to the back. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale, raise the right heel up to the sky. And on the exhale, right shin crosses the mat. The hard part is over. We'll set up for half pigeon. Extend that left foot out as much as you can here. Both palms are flat. We're going to take a deep inhale, chin and chest up to the sky. And on the exhale, allowing your weight to sink down. Really finding that connection to the breath, allowing yourself to sink with each exhale. So we tend to carry a lot of stress into those hips. See if you can identify that sensation and be okay with it. And realize that you can get through anything. All you have to do is breathe. Be here for a few more moments. Option to stay here, or option to go for king pigeon by planting that left palm down and beginning to bring that left heel into your lower back. And you're going to reach back with that right palm, pulling it in here. Then we'll release. Whew. Now that feels pretty good if you ask me. Then we'll roll over to our right glute. We're going to swing that left foot over to the front. And the right foot's going to be on the inner thigh here. Then we're going to take a deep inhale as we sweep the palms up. And then all on the exhale, forward folding. Really focusing on allowing that chest to sink to the thigh. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise up Hey y'all, I'm sweating today. I hope y'all are sweating as much as me. And we're gonna roll over to the left glute, and we're gonna extend the right foot out, setting up for half pigeon. Both palms are flat, taking a deep inhale, gaze goes up. And all on your exhale, sinking lower to the mat. During this time, this COVID time, these crazy times, a lot of us have been forced to face our thoughts rather than just being on autopilot or just going through the motions. We were taken away from the social structure that we've known for so long. So that's why I know a lot of people are, well, me, definitely me too. That's why a lot of us are having we're having all these conflicting thoughts. So what's going on? What do I do? Am I really doing what I want to do? And something that I've learned from all this is just the importance of life and the decisions that we make and how everything is limited. Nothing's gonna last forever. You can see it as a bad way or a good way, and I see it as a beautiful thing to really enjoy this time that we do have together, to be grateful and to show that gratitude to all those connections that we've built throughout this whole life that we've lived. The fact that we're living on this floating rock in this big universe is beautiful. And yeah, it's just a great time to just be alive. I know we think it's the end of the world, but if you're healthy and you have a moving body, then I think it would be good to just show some gratitude towards it. But then again, I'm just simply here for suggestions. And we'll begin to roll over to that left glute. As we swing that right foot over to the front. Then we'll place the left foot on the inner thigh. Then we're going to take a deep inhale, swinging the palms up. And on the exhale, forward folding. Releasing all the tension in the body. Then we'll begin to extend the left foot out to the front. An invertebrate by vertebrae coming down on our spine. We'll bring our heels into our glutes, making sure that the fingertips can touch the heels. And on your next inhale, we're going to raise up. Raise those hips up, pressing the ground down with the heels as we interlace those fingertips underneath our lower spine, pressing the ground down, raising the hips up a little bit higher. We'll be here for 6, 5, raise it a little bit higher, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Alright, now we're going to set up for whale pose by planting the palms right by the temples. And on your next inhale, we're going to press the ground down with our palms and our heels, raising our chest up as high as we can here. Maybe you walk the feet in a little bit more here. And slowly begin to release. Whew. Then we'll bring the knees into the chest. Rolling side to side, taking whatever movement that's calling for your body today. Then we'll send both heels up to the sky. Setting up for shoulder stand. Lower back raises off the floor. Making sure you're not dumping the weight into your neck here. All the weight is on your shoulders. Then we'll allow the feet to melt to the ground behind you. Setting up for plow pose. our vertebrae, allowing your back to meet down on the floor. You slowly begin to place your feet down, beginning to shut down the gaze, to soften the shoulders, allow the lower back to drift towards the mat. Allowing the toes to flare out to the sides here. And I want you to picture yourself walking outside on a nice sunny day by a river, feeling the sun on your skin, the breeze on your body, the grass underneath your feet. And you happen to see a rock by the river. They decide to pick this rock up and then skip it. The rock takes 3 skips on the surface. Then it begins to sink down. Now, I want you to picture the first 3 memories that pop into your mind. Don't worry, I'll give you time. Now, I want you to realize that that rock is symbolic to your memories. It is no longer on the surface, but it is still there. We create the attachments to our experiences. This is our life. This is our flow. This is our breath. Shavasana. We'll begin to wiggle the toes. We wiggle the fingertips. We'll send the palms to the back. Getting that nice good morning stretch. Waking up for the second time today. I'll roll over to your favorite side. Using your arm as a pillow, one knee on top of the other. Now this is fetal pose, symbolic to a new life, to a new beginning. Because yoga is more than just a physical practice. It's about the mind-body connection, connection to the spirit, connection to the now. So during this time, I want you to think, how can you be present today? Maybe you call a loved one and tell them how much you love them. Or maybe you simply make eye contact with the next person you have a conversation with. This is your life. These are your choices. These are your decisions. This is your flow. Top palm plants down on the floor, beginning to press the ground away. Coming to that seated position. Top part of the palms are on top of the knees. Gaze is still shut. I want you to take this time to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today when you could have done anything else in the world, but you decided to be here to share this moment for self-growth. I want to sweep the palms up to the sky and bring the palms to the heart center. The student, the light, the energy, the love within me is ignited by the teacher, the light, the energy, the love within each and every single one of you. Now together we say, Namaste. Alright, y'all. So once again, thank you for joining me. My name is Marcos. I am Yogi on the Bars. If you have any recommendations, anything that you want to work on next week, I have 3 more classes before we're teaching in the studio. What? Yeah. But yeah. Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, y'all. Peace.